And we're back with more exciting action here on Martial Arts Today Television. And we're here with our very special guest here for our special episode here in New Jersey, Mr. George Elmer of the American Chinese Kenpo Karate Systems. Mr. Elmer, it's good to see you again, sir.
Thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure being here.
Since our first episode that we did with you talking about the infancy of American Chinese Kenpo Karate and also the system that you have formulated and created, as of late you've had a recent association, and by association we don't mean group, but rather a new friendship and coordination and cooperation with a very famous Kenpo practitioner, Hanshi Bruce Jutnik from the Koshu Kenpo system. Now, our first question is, how did you meet Hanshi Jutnik and get to know him and his organization?
Okay, first, let me digress. Bruce Jutnik, Hanshi Jutnik, and I have been friends since the late 70s. We've had an association as far as a verbal association. We used to talk all the time. And so that's how far I go back with Mr. Jutnik. But getting hooked up with him as of late, it's been... since we last talked, Joe, it's been a while, so it's been about 7 years, or close to 7 years that I've been working with Jutnik now, going on 7 years, I believe. Mr. Rodriguez, Sensei Rodriguez from Reading, Pennsylvania, actually asked me to come to Pottsville for Shihan Jeff Driscoll's East Coast gathering in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. So I went up there, and Hanshi Jutnik was there, and we were talking about old times, you know, it's finally great to see you. So he asked me if I would mind doing a, they call it the bull pit, you know, breakout seminars, like maybe a 5-6 minute thing. So after the thing was over, I did one, and he really enjoyed it, and he asked me if I would teach the rest of the gathering, the different divisions going around. What they do is they start out like with the underbelts over here, and then the brown belts would be over here, and the black belts. So everybody was taking a turn. It's like 15-minute, 20-minute teaching sessions, and then they would break, and you just keep going around. Like a round-robin type of thing, keep going around. So I did that, and he asked me if I would you know, like to come back, and I said, yeah. So they kept asking me. I go to Sacramento, I go to Portland, Oregon. I didn't make Reno, Nevada, but wherever they're at, he asked me to go, you know, and I go there. You know, I also have an association with, you know, let's clarify, association, a fellowship in the martial arts with another friend, Sensei Ed Klingon, yeah. Sorry, Ed. Klingo from Tampa, Florida. Him and his lovely wife, Christine, are both black belts in their system of the martial arts. They used to be associated with Sensei Bob Cook up in Pottsville. So anyway, so I have friends down there, and they call me. If they call me, I go. So that's what's been going on, and it's been very cool. It's been very cool. I enjoy it. I meet a lot of people. I ran into, we were discussing a little while ago, I ran into Bob Lyles up there in Sacramento. I ran into another friend of yours, Vinton Koplich, ran into him, and the list is endless, you know, because the longevity of my training, Joe, does not compare to the people that I actually sat down with in person, like Ming Lung, like Mike Young, Grandmaster Alex Novak. I mean, Novak, yeah, I mean, these guys are like icons, and for them to accept me the way they did, I was just flattered. I was in awe.
We should mention Hanshi Jutnik, besides being one of the inheritors of James Matose's Koshuru Kenpo system, also runs the Martial Arts Collective Society, of which Mr. Elmer is a member and an instructor at the gatherings, as he mentioned previously. Now, on a local level, again, you've been very prolific in perpetuating the American Chinese Kenpo Karate system, and since last we spoke, you now have you're now beginning a series of DVDs on the system. And how did all that come about?
Well, actually, we were talking. Sorry, I let the cat out of the bag. We were talking, and you had mentioned to me a long time ago about putting stuff together. I actually did it on VHS, and then from there we put it over on DVD. But you know, in any business that you go in, Joe, you run into charlatans. You know, and I had a gentleman come to my place, and I did the the orange, the purple. I don't do blue belt in my system, so it's white, yellow, orange, purple, green, brown, and black. 3 degrees brown. And I wanted the orange and the purple, but I did them all, and this guy put the orange and the green out, and the purple's like in limbo. And I talked to one of my students, Mr. Joe Daniels, the other day, and Joe has the VHS of them. So basically, I can't find a guy who did it, who has my DVDs, so I'm back down to square one. But it is what it is, and so that's what I'm doing with that.
Well, hopefully in the future we'll be able to see the products out on DVD.
Well, they are. I'm sorry to interrupt. If you go on YouTube, I do have the Snapping Twigs. I have that, and Crossing the Blades. I have one from the green and from the orange, and you're familiar with them. But I did have a couple guys email me from the UK, and they wanted them. So I had enough made that through Ben Pilla, who's a local guy in New Jersey who has the martial arts supply company. And he actually sold them to these people. So there's somebody over in the UK watching my stuff. So,
Excellent. Now, we should mention again, as of late, like we mentioned before, you've been utilizing YouTube in relationship to the internet and showing
Once again, that's thanks to you, because I knew nothing of that, but go ahead.
Well, thank you for the compliment. Again, now that more people are finding out about you, and as of late, you've also been very prolific on these kenpo message boards, kenpo talk, martial talk, and he's had more than his fair share of well, I mean, it's positive and negative experiences, as all message boards and all aspects of that particular section of the internet go. But you're definitely making yourself more of a presence in regards to the message boards.
Well, I actually, one morning when I got up and I went on Kenpo Talk, and I called my son. I said, Keith, what does this mean? They had Rob Broad from Ontario had a thing where they all voted and they gave me the Rising Star Award on Kenpo Talk.
Right.